I promise you won't be disappointed. Welcome home. You're moving to the Bay Area and you're buying your first home here. What do you have to do? Today, we're going to go over the home buying process in the Bay Area. Everywhere else is pretty much have a similar process, but here in the Bay Area, everything moving so quickly. So some of the steps is a little bit different. Also, our closing time, it's super fast. Let's say the day that you identify your property that you want to buy until the date that you put in the offer and have the key to that property, probably going to happen between 25 to 30 days. So it's best that you know what to do so that you get a good property at a good price. My name is Casey. We are a team of realtors here in Silicon Valley. If you're thinking of moving to the Bay Area, we'll love to help you find your home. If you're thinking of selling your home, we'll love an opportunity to interview with you. Okay, let's talk about the home buying process. I'm going to put the chart up here and we're going to go over step by step. So number one is initial consultation, hire an agent. Yes, you do need a buyer agent to help you buy a home. Can you walk into a property, see an agent there, and tell them, hey, I want to buy this home. Can you write the offer for me? Sure. But either way, you do need an agent to buy a property for you. Do I recommend you to go directly to the seller agent? There are two types of agents. The seller agent is someone working for the seller, selling the property. The buyer agent, calling the selling agent, it's somebody that's working for you, helping you negotiate the best price. So if you don't have your own agent and you go directly to the seller agent's sole job is to negotiate and get the best, highest price for the seller. If you're working with a seller agent, do you think that they're going to work for your own benefit and get you the best price? I'll give you a minute to think about it. So in my opinion, if you're buying a home, I recommend you to have your own buyer agent to work and negotiate for you to make sure you get a good home, a good price, and then they can negotiate the heck out of all the other parts of inside the property. Okay, so interview agent, in my opinion, it's really important because real estate is very popular. We probably have so many real estate agents in the marketplace, and you wanted to make sure to work with somebody who are really active in the marketplace so they know, how's the market doing, what the pricing's like, what the market trend like, is it going up, is it going down, to make sure that you're not overpaying. We also have a lot of part-time agents who probably only sell 1 to 2 homes a year. They have a full-time job, or they don't sell any home at all, and they could be your neighbor or your friend, and you know that they have a real estate license and you're asking them to help with the buying process. One, they're not really up to date with anything in the marketplace. Two, because of the lack of experience, they're probably not going to be able to negotiate for you to get the best price and best term for your new home. So interviewing agents is really important. And I think the number one thing to point out, if they're an experienced agent or they're just somebody do it for fun or on the side, is when you sit down and interview with them, they go over the buying process with you. And if they don't even offer an interview and you're just like, hey, I'm thinking of buying a home, can you help me? And they're just like, yes, let's go look at a home next weekend. Please interview the agents to make sure you get the best one. Okay. Number 2 is loan pre-approval. Now, in the Bay Area, we need to go one step further. We have to get yourself credit approved. What does that mean? It means when you talk to the bank, the lender, they will submit all of your information to the underwriter. The underwriter will look at your W-2, pay stub, RSU, whatever information you provide to make sure that you are qualified for the loan. Most of the time, you're about 80% or even higher qualified for the loan. All you need to do is identify the property, and within the process, please don't go and buy a brand new car or put like a huge debt amount in your credit cards, because that would ruin your credit. And even you already credit approved and the bank said, yep, we're going to give you the loan, but now you have a new mountain of debt. They're not going to be able to approve your loan. So don't do that. So with the loan pre-approval process, you can actually talk to your experienced agent. They have a lot of connections and they can connect you to a lender that they're working with and to get that process started for you. Once you have your pre-approval letter and you pick out a rockstar agent, now you're going to start home shopping. Why didn't I start shopping first, identify a property, and then I can do a pre-approval or choose an agent to work with? Because right now in the Bay Area, the market is really, really hot. If you see a home on a Tuesday, I bet you the next Tuesday you come back, the home is gone. So if you see a property and you said, wow, this property is great, I'm going to go home now and do a pre-approval and look for an agent, you're not going to have time to do any of that. So the best thing is get an experienced agent, get yourself pre-approved. So when you see the property that you like, you can write the offer right then and there. Number 4 is find an ideal home and make an offer. So they'll say you're going out shopping with your agent, you found the perfect home, everything checked, all the boxes checked, and you said, we want to write an offer on this home. What's going to happen next? The agent then will help you write the offer with the purchase price and all the terms that will satisfy the seller expectation. Let's say you're lucky and you're the only offer on this home and the seller accepted your offer. What's going to happen next? Number 5, negotiate and ratify contract. What it means is if the seller accepts everything was written on your contract, meaning the price, the term, that's easy. But if the seller want a higher price, then they would send you a counter offer and the negotiation process begins. So that's why we negotiate and ratify the contract. And when you find a price and terms that make the buyers and the seller happy, then we have a ratified contract. Here in Santa Clara County, where I live, when you see a property and you like it, and you have to kind of go home and talk to your agent, okay, everything looks good, but we don't know what's going on with electrical, what's going on with the foundation. How do we know? In Santa Clara County, the agents are pretty good. They usually have all inspection up front. So if you like the property, you'll be able to download all the inspection. You go home, you review it with your experienced agent. This is another way to identify an experienced agent and somebody only sell 1 or 2 homes a year. Your experienced agent will offer to go over disclosure or inspection reports with you, because it is literally 300 pages. A lot of them are industry standard. You don't need to read all of it. Only a couple important, documents, and your experienced agent will be able to kind of pin down and help you go through the disclosure package much easier. As somebody that just sell 1 or 2 homes a year, obviously, they probably haven't seen a lot of disclosure package. So what they're going to do is they're going to download a link, send it to you, and bye-bye, good luck. You on your own. And another thing that an experienced agent do is they'll be able to see red flags, because me, myself, I seen many disclosure reports weekly. So it is really quick for me to go through, skim through the report and see red flags right away. So let's say the house is really beautiful, everything checked out. But if I see one red flag that is not fixable, I would advise you to either walk away from the property or negotiate with the seller or get a contractor in there to see how much it's going to cost. And then we can use that as negotiation. Okay, number 6 is loan process. We already do all the hard work in number 2, which is pre-approval. Now you identify a property, the underwriter would go back, plug in that property to finally approve you for the loan. Number 7, analyze the property. These are the process that we actually do first after number 4. Here in Silicon Valley. So you see a home, you like it, you're going to have to analyze the property, meaning looking at the report before you write the offer. Number 8, remove contingencies. Now, this is really important and I'm going to make a separate video about this, but pretty much on contract, there are 3 contingencies. Contingencies is a period of time that you can safely walk away from a contract without losing your deposit. What is deposit? Let's go back to number 5. We negotiate a contract, everything's good, both parties happy, you ratify the contract, meaning the property off the market is now yours and going to take about 25 days for the bank to kind of finalize your paperwork, send them the money, and the property finally yours. But before doing that, you have to put in 3% deposit into a third company called escrow. So escrow is a company who hold the money for the seller and the buyers. At the end of the transaction, when the transaction closes, escrow will give that fund to the seller. Because if you don't have a third party, and let's say you're in contract, you give the seller 3%, what if they just run off to the sunset with your money? What's going to happen? You won't have a property and then you're losing money, right? So there are 3 contingency. You have a loan contingency, an inspection contingency, and an appraisal contingency. Again, I'm going to make a video regarding these contingency and we're going to go in each and every one of them to help you have more understanding of each one. So everything's good. You said, all right, we're willing to lose the deposit if anything happened. Let's remove the contingency and move forward with the transaction. We remove contingency, so one step closer to this beautiful new home. Number 9, home insurance. This is when you can bundle your home insurance with your cars or whatever insurance you have. Number 10, sign documents. You're going to sign document from the bank. Number 11, submit and fund. You already put in 3% deposit in the beginning. Now you're going to bring in your 17% deposit and the bank would send over their 80% loan to close the transaction. Number 12, when they have all the funds in place, that's when they close escrow, run to the county, record your name, record the property under your name, and the home is finally yours. So these are the 12 simple steps of how to buy a home in the Bay Area. Obviously, if you work with an experienced agent, they can go over this process with you better. They can help you look at the report, point out all the red flags. Should you move forward? Should you walk away? Or if you find a really good property with a good floor plan but needs some kind of work, an experienced agent would have a lot of good contractors that they can help you improve or make the home looks like the way that you want it as well. So I hope this information was helpful. Again, if you're thinking of buying your home in Silicon Valley, I'm here to help. My information is below. Thanks for watching.